Students, good morning. Online students, am I audible? Okay. So let us move to the further. Who is the student? See how good student is. He's saying something like, good morning to offline students, he's saying. Prasad, our student only. Good morning, offline and online students. See how Prasad is very good student. So when we join in the class, we must read the notes. Okay, now? So some of the students, when I am coming, I am seeing what girls are doing like this. Instead of watching YouTube channels and models, Insta reels and all, nothing will come. Next time I will show, I'll throw through that window. Careful. Now comes to students. And dear students, you read the notes when you come to the class. Okay. So Saturday, some students are less, went to underground. Okay, now start up. Okay, students. Now previously already completed the concept called what? Number of approaches to create an object of end array. How many approaches we learned so far? Come on. 8. Number 1, by using zeros of, 1 minute, ma. Who is this? Prasad G. Prasad G. Please join this WhatsApp group for NumPy. My dear students who are in the online, who is this Prasad? I don't know. If you try to create such groups, if somebody enters into that groups, and if they are going to be something like any unknown persons are entering inside, and if they create some problems for you, is the Prasad is responsible? Don't join any person in any of the WhatsApp groups. We don't know who is the persons are creating WhatsApp groups. And so many people, we have already seen that any such persons are joining WhatsApp group. They are wasting your time, that's all. So take care, students. No. Kalluri Prasad, you are not, I know, you are my student. You are the student. Okay. Don't join. So no. It is anybody saying that persons are in that group. Don't join in that group. They are not. Who is that persons? We don't know. So who is that persons? We don't know. So students, this Prasad G, I don't know what is your intention of creating that WhatsApp group, my dear student. Don't create such WhatsApp group. No groups are there here. It is only Python group. Try to take care. Especially girls, don't join in any of the WhatsApp group. Boys, if you want to, you join it. Because their subject discussion will not be there. Because instead of joining in WhatsApp group, some other groups will be prepared there. I don't want to go in detail of it. So coming to the point, actually I have to remove that candidate, but I'm not removing. Let it be. No WhatsApp groups. Because if something happens, we are not responsible for it. I'm saying that. So some people will go for, because we have seen it already in earlier days. Part-time jobs, that jobs, this job, slowly, and share that details, these details. Why unnecessarily all these things? So don't go for the groups. Try to be alone. Close the door in the hostel. Read the notes. That's all. Now let us move to the further. Already started number of approaches to create an object of what? End array. Let us go to the point. Already I covered concept called what? Array. A range of linspace, zeros of, ones of, full of, identity of I, H stack, and then what? V stack. Good. Now H stack and V stack, before going to that, I want to discuss. Before that, I want to discuss at the end. Now I want to discuss first because you are fresh in time. These are easy. I'll discuss at the last. I want to go for what? Randint. These are called random values generation purpose. We use what? Random module in NumPy library. In NumPy library, random is a module. I just want to talk about randint, rand, uniform, rand n, and normal, and then shuffle. These are related to something like a statistical operations, important in data science, especially this NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, SciPy, Seaborn, etc. are very important in machine learning. So almost you are learning machine learning programming as a part of this class. By learning all these things you can do, by learning machine learning algorithms, you can get the same thing as it is in your data science. So I'm going to talk before going to this H stack and V stack related things. First, I want to complete the little difficult things. So you are in fresh in subject. So I'll go forward. NumPy related. So I'm going to talk about random number generations. Random number generations in NumPy. In NumPy. So this is what is our title today. After that, we'll go for H stack and V stack concept. We'll go for it. Okay, students. Now I'm going to enter into the NumPy is one of the module, or you take it as a library. Inside of that module, I said already in the class, NumPy module you can take. You can call it as NumPy package you can call. NumPy library also you can take it. In NumPy library, there is a module called what? Random. Even in normal Python also, there is a module called random. There is a module called what? Random. So this random module contains the following functions. These are specially used in statistical operations. Like I'm going to tell you mean. Mean. Have you heard about mean? Yes. Do you know about mean? What is mean? If you don't know or you don't know, suspense, don't create it. You know, you don't know. Don't know? Okay. You know, some students are saying no. Only two people are saying no. Others don't know. I know already that. Do you know median? Okay. Calculation, no. It's purpose. Purpose. Purpose, we don't know. Mean, no. Mode, do you know mode? Next, standard deviation, variance. Okay. So those things I will tell you in the class. Right now, don't worry. I'll explain a lot of things for you. In the NumPy.random module, we are having these functions. The first function is randint. Randint. Spell out randint. Randint. So that what that will do, I will tell you. Next function is called what you know? Rand function. Spell out rand function. Rand function. Rand off. Next one is called what you know? Uniform. Uniform. Spell out uniform. Next function is called what you know? Rand n. Rand n. Spell out rand n. Next E is called what? Normal. Normal. Spell out normal off. Normal off. What is this next? Shuffle. Come on. Shuffle. Right. Now I'm going to these shuffle. SHU. Okay. Shuffle. Spell out shuffle. How many random functions are there in random module of NumPy? 6. Number 1, randint, rand off, uniform off, rand n, normal off, shuffle off. Now I'm going to talk about the randint. Randint. What is the use of this random module inside of NumPy? For random number generation. Random number generations are very much useful in our data science algorithms. So whenever you need the number of random number generations you want, straightforward I'll go for the random module. Are you able to follow, students? Let us go for what is randint can do for you. Very, very simple. Let us go for the Jupyter notebook I'm going to launch. Jupyter notebook I'm going to launch. It is the perfect IDE for NumPy, Pandas and Matplotlib. All data science related things are going to be people will do in real time by using this Jupyter notebook. So now I'll move to the further. I hope everybody is practicing, huh? Practicing, right? Good. So let us move to this further, and a little difficulty will be there. Of course, not a difficulty. Once you know module functions and everything, not a difficult, but little difficult will be there. Try to feel that it is going to be easy. Now let us move to this place, new. I'll say this Python 3. Python 3. So I will take up here random number generations in NumPy. I'll give you the file name here for this to upload you. This is done. Now I'm going to start with. Here I'm going to start with. Come on now. Import NumPy as NP. What is this NP is called? Alias name. Alias name. Good. Now this is called alias name. Should probably remove the cap first. First student, first day now. No, already you are coming now. Let the subject enter into the brain. All right, fine, comfortable. Now import NumPy as NP. Now I'm going to take about NP dot. I'm going to write it. What is the first function I'm going to take it? Randint. Randint function is used for generating. Look at, don't write anything. Generating. I'll give you the notes. You don't write it. Listen first. Generating random integer values. Random integer values. Random integer values between the specified range. Between the specified range. Specified range. The syntax, if you want to know the original syntax, open the documentation and see. Open the documentation and observe. Go to that. I already said to you how to see the documentation to you. Did you remember, students? Did you remember or not? Yes. Come on. Import NumPy as NP. Now I'm going to say help of NP dot random of randint. Randint. What is the randint is called? Function name. Don't write randint of. Of you don't write. Only write the function help. When we don't know anything about that particular function, you go for that complete fully qualified name of that module and see this now. It is going to give you. Come on. Randint method of numpy dot random and empty dot random and something is given. This is entire thing is called what? That entire path and everything. Don't worry. This part you try to carry on. See that, students? Returns random integer from low. What is this? Inclusive to high exclusive. Very beautiful documentation. This is what you have to learn. This is what you have to learn. I will copy. I'll copy this syntax. I'll copy this syntax. Here I'm going to take up. Here I'm going to take up. This is randint. I'm going to talk about it. There I'm going to talk low comma high is equal to none, size is equal to none, and then d type is equal to int. Let us talk about what is this randint says? Generates random integer values between the start value and then what? High value. This is begin as well as what? End value. Now I am going to talk about it. What is this function belongs to which module? Random. How do you create an ND array? Come on. What the low stands for? Begin value. From where you want to start. What is this high is equal to? Up to where you want to. Low inclusive or exclusive? High is what? Exclusive. It can be represented in our mathematics as low comma high. Low comma high. Like this you will write it. This is called what? Inclusive. This is called what? Exclusive. In mathematics terms, we'll write like that. Okay, students. Size is equal to what? None. When I don't specify the size, it will give you what? One dimensional. If the size is equal to 2 comma 3, it is called what? Two dimensional. If the size is 2 comma 3 comma 4, you know already. D type is always what? Int, because int it is generating the random integer values. It never generates what? Random floating point values. By default, if you specify the float value, you will get error. You will get error. Are you following? Let us try to see one by one in the class. Shall we start, students? Right. So, those students, what are you doing? Writing something? Are you writing Python documentation or what? Look at. Now coming to the point of it, np dot random dot, come on. What is this now? Randint of what? 10 I said. See students, if you observe these parameters here, already you have great knowledge in my Python class about the functions. Here compulsory you need to pass the value. High is equal to none means what? Default value. Already none is specified. What is the size? Already none is specified. D type is already specified what? Int. That means you have to pass the value compulsory for what? Low. Compulsory you have to pass the value called low. You see, low, int or what? Array like ints. High, int or array like. Optional or mandatory? Right. See students, I am writing size, int or tuple of ints. That is called what? Optional. This is called a documentation. D type is what? Optional. Desired D type of the result is always what? Right. Integers only it is supposed to come. By default value of is what? Int. Int. So see here returns. What is an outcome of it? Int or ND array of ints. Shaped. All these things. Size is not mentioned. This is all giving something like this. Need not to worry about it. Come. This is going to gives you what? Random integer values between 0 to 9. 0 to 9. Already chappan kada. What is that value says? This value 10 is for what? Low. Low inclusive or exclusive? So let us print the value called what? A. Print the value called A. And then type of what? A. It will generate single random value between 0 to 10. 0 to 10 it will take. Single random value will be coming. Single random value. Random value is a predicted or not predicted. Suppose OTPs you take it. OTP is called what? Already predicted, it is a random. Capture codes you take it. When you are downloading your admit card of some examinations, you are getting some number or not. Other card you are downloading, some number capture code will come or not. That capture code is generated randomly or prescribed, already predetermined. So such a type of random number generations you want, we will use what module? Random module of which one? NumPy. NumPy. Are you able to follow? Once again you run it. Once again you run it. You are going to get some other value. Some other value is coming. You say one more kind of value. It is going to give you like this. You try to generate again and again here. Of course, I already preserved in A. That's why we are getting it. Let us go to this place. Here I am going to get it. Some different value is coming. Some different value are going to get it. Some different value are going to get it. Are you able to follow? So something like that, if you want directly, you can write it. Something like print of what? I can say 100. I can say 100. Any one of the value will be coming. Any one of the value will be coming here. Generates a single random value here. Are you able to follow? No. Next stage is I will go for what? High. I want the value something like this. What is the value I want? I want 1000 and the next is called what? 10,000 I will write it. What is the meaning of that, students? The random number will be coming between 1000 to, that is nothing but any 4-digit number will be coming. Any 4-digit number will be coming. Any 4-digit number will be coming. See students, any 4-digit number is coming. Able to follow? What is the type of number is coming? Int type. What I mentioned it? What I mentioned it? 1 minute, student. Here something is pasted there. So here 1 minute, students. It is pasted. What is the value specified? High. So between low to high, one random value only coming. This is coming within the 10, the value is coming. 6, 4, 9, etc. These are all called 4-digit number is coming. See students, now I'm going to get it. Some other random number is going to come. Are you able to follow? Now, so Baba Wali Shaikh is asking, how we know 2-digit or 3-digit 4, sir? So the PIN numbers which are coming from your transaction, do you know already 3-digit or 4-digit or 5-digit or like that? Do you know now? Do you know? It's impossible. Since you are already experienced the first time PIN number came with 4-digit in SBI, you will think that 4-digit only will come. For example, Gmail verification code is coming. First time I'm getting. I don't know 3-digit or 4-digit or 5-digit or 6-digit. That is called randomization. Are you following? The scenario says that my low value is how much? My high value is how much? What is my concept, Baba Wali? I said that number will come between 1000 to what? 10,000 minus 1. It is a 4-digit or 3-digit. So already I said now, asking that type of questions is not correct. Now tell me, Mr. Baba Wali. So I'm writing here called what? I'm writing here 1000. What will be the value coming? 3-digit number is coming. Mr. Student, try to understand. Now I am writing here called what? Something like what? 1 comma 10 I am writing. What is the value coming? 1 digit will come. Simple. Already I said, again getting such doubts. Are you okay, students? Fine. Now I am going to enter into the further. I mentioned here low as well as what? High. How many random numbers are coming from that? Single random number is coming. Now I'm going to specify what? Size. Very, very important. Let us move to the size. Very, very perfect. Now I'm going to enter into this, something like this. Observe it. np.randint. Now I'm going to take up here 10 comma 20 comma 20 comma size is equal to what? Something like, some 6 I am writing. 6 I am writing. That will give you one-dimensional data. Which data? One-dimensional data. Try to take it in A. 6 represents what? I want 6 random numbers between what? 10 to 20. Syntax. Always syntax is important. Everything is based on the syntax. Now coming to the point back, here I am going to take up printer. Did you understand the meaning of these, students? Low and high is specified, only one random number is mentioned. It 10 to 20 size is equal to 6. What I am saying here, A comma type of A. So see that answer, what is this? 6 random numbers are coming, whose type is what? End array. Beginning is which type? Single value coming, which type? Int type, etc. came. Following, students. Now, size is equal to 6. I mentioned it. Again, you try to run, students. Again, you try to run. Again, you try to run. Again, I am getting some different numbers. Not the same number, some different numbers. Are you following, students? Again, you try to run it. Again, you try to run it. What is coming, you observe it. Again, you try to run it. We are going to get this data like this. Able to follow, students? Now, last and final, I want to write it. Some duplicate values also. I will say something like, 15 I am writing, 15. Actually, my numbers are what? 10 to 20. How many numbers? Definitely some duplicates will come. Duplicates will come. See that now. Carefully observe it. What is this? 10 came or not? 19 came or not? Do you have any 20 here? No. What is that indicates? 10 comma 20. This is inclusive. This is called what? Exclusive. Is it understandable, students? This is called which dimension? Print of what? Print of what? Already I said. Again, I need not to write. First time I will write it once here. A dot and name. Come on, next please. Shape is equal to what? A dot what? Shape. Next. Size is equal to what? A dot what? Size. Good. D type, please. Data type is equal to A dot D type. Beautiful. A dot D type. Good. Now I'm going to write it. A dot D type. So here A dot D type. Well, So see students, dimension is called what? 1 and 15 comma and size is this much. And what is that? Into 32. One beautiful point I will cover. Are you okay first of all here? Well, now students, be careful. This is comes under one dimensional. Same data, I want to go for two dimensional data. Always syntax is very important, students. Size is equal to none, I said. That I copied from documentation only. That documentation, how to say, I said. Now, see students. Now I'm going to say size is called what? 3 comma 5, I said. 3 comma 5. 3 comma 5. I said 3 comma 5. The 15 elements are represented in what? 3 comma 5. Of course, I am not worrying about that 3 comma 5. I am thinking that I want the random numbers between 10 to 20 with what matrix? 3 rows, 5 rows. 3 rows, 5 columns. Because of that previous 15, I am not writing that, students. I am writing something like 3 comma 3. For example, I want 3 by 3 matrix. In that, I want random numbers between what? 10, 20. 20 inclusive or exclusive? Exclusive. Come on, students. Now say here, same thing. I'm going to say here. See, students, are you following me? As is this fixed? It can be changed. Can be changed. Go to the another time. I will go to the another time. This is another picture. What type of dimension it is? What type of dimension it is? Two dimension. Two dimension. So here I'm going to ask you the question. Let him stand up once. Stand up. Spits. Stand up. Adjacent. What is the, how do you find the dimension? How do you find the dimension? I'm teaching the class. You are looking somewhere, my dear student. Feeling pretty by looking at you. Sit down. Listen the class. When I look at sometimes you people, I'm getting very much pretty about it. 22 years, 23 years came. How can you survive now? Still you don't know how to find the dimension. What is an attribute? A dot and A. So I'm going to take up the same A. See this now. Here I'm going to get two dimension. What is this now? 3 comma 3. Now I'm going to take up finally one more value. I'm going to take it and I will carry this entire thing here and I will change this dimensions. So I will change this as called what some 10 comma 20 I'm going to take. 10 comma 20. What is that 10 comma 20? 10 rows, 20 columns. I will little increase this 30. 30. So a big matrix is coming. A big matrix is coming. Even in our numbering, even in our games, some games, try to find the adjacent numbers are same, some marks will come, some score will come. In gaming also, this is going to be most useful. Are you following? Dimension is what? So shape is called what? Total elements are this. What is the default data type? Int data type? Int 32. What is the internal data types of C language for int? Int 8, int 16, int 32, int 64. Already you know. What is the default one NumPy is taking? Right, end array. Able to follow, students? Well, let us move to the another dimension. I want to go for it. What is the next dimension I'm interested in? 3 dimension I would like to take it. 3 dimension I would like to take it. See, students, now I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it 3 comma 3 comma 3. What is the 3 comma 3 comma 3? 3 matrices. Each matrix contains 3 rows, 3 columns. This is called 3D or 2D? 3D. So who is this? Lohit. 3 matrices. 3 na 2 na? 3. 3D na 2D na? 3D. Good. See this now, students. 3 matrices are going to come. 3 matrices are going to come. And each matrix is contain what? 3 by 3 matrix is available. Are you following this? So 3 into 3. Total 27 elements are there. Default data type is like that. Last and final, fourth dimension I want to take it. Fourth dimension, I would like to take it as what? 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2. How many clusters? 2 clusters. Each cluster contains, good. Each matrix of each cluster is containing 2 rows and 2 columns. Beautiful. So this is called one cluster, ma. This is called another cluster. Each cluster contains two matrices. Each matrix contains two rows and two columns. This is called what? Multi-dimensional. So fourth dimension is coming. Are you able to follow? Yes. This multi-dimensional arrays are used in image processing. Image processing. Generally, of course, let me come to the indexing and slicing I will talk. When you come to this data, of course, students, here I am going to take up this small data. Once you just look at how this, I will take just two here. I'll just take two here. You just observe it, how this is internally represented in the memory. This is one matrix, ma. This is one matrix. It is containing three rows and it is containing three rows. And next is called what? Three columns. And here also one more type of matrix is available, which is containing three rows and three columns. The memory management internally how it is available, I am telling. Here it is coming like this. This part, if you look at that carefully, how it is available here, it is going to be like this. It is going to be like this. It is going to be like this. This is looking like what? Come on. 0, 1, 2. This is 0 column, first column, second column. 0, 1 and then what? 2. 0 something like 1 and then 2. This is the first matrix. This is called what? Second matrix. Is it not looking like a cube? If it is one more matrix is there, one more matrix is also going to be coming like this. It is also going to be connected to this. It is also going to be connected to this. And behind this, this connection is there. This is called what, you know? Three-dimensional this is. Are you able to follow? And how to get the elements from these places, how to fetch the elements, indexing, advanced indexing, slicing, advanced slicing will be coming. This is the memory management for what? ND memory management. ND. 2D, you already know. ND, just we are representing the data in ND array object. Are you able to follow, students? Now, coming to the point back, I hope you understood the meaning of what? Here, randint. Randint generates which values? Random integer values. Random values, no, random integer values between low and then high. And I specified by specifying low, high also specified, size also specified. Now I'm going to enter into the D type. Ready to answer? Understand? Coming to the point back. Coming to the point back. Online students, refer once. Now I'm going to enter into the another type here. See students, you try to carry students. Now I'm trying to go to this place. Here I'm going to write it 10, 30, 10, 20, 10, 20. I'm writing size is size I'm not representing. Size I'm not representing means how many values will single value will come. I'm writing all of a sudden D type is equal to what? Float I'm saying. Why I'm writing this as a keyword argument? I know parameter names, but I don't know the order of it. I know the parameter names are what? Low, high, and then what? Size and D type. I passed low, I passed high. If I pass simply int, that int will send to whom? Size. To whom I want to pass? D type. So I need to use a keyword argument. Which one I need to use? Keyword argument. That we already learned in our regular Python classes. Now you say students, you will be getting error. Randint is meant for which purpose? But you mentioned what? Then see students, you are going to get error. You are going to get error. Unsupported D type. What? Float 64. But it is what? Then you can ask me a question. Sir, here, very, very important point to be noted. Sir, they said high is equal to none. You passed the value. Size is equal to none. You passed the value. When D type is equal to int, they said you are also supposed to pass the value. Float, bool, etc. You can pass. But you cannot pass. But why this is available? That is my question. Did you understand? Now the question is, actually it is designed for not to pass float or boolean or complex. You cannot pass it. This is meant for passing internal data types of int data type. that is int 8, int 16, int 32, int 32. What is this now? Int 64. For passing this type of values only, this is mentioned. It represents pass only any one of the internal data type of int. For which purpose? For memory management purpose, they gave like this. Let us take one small beautiful example. Look at students. Now I am taking students. Error came. Error came or not? I'll keep this error as it is more. This error is called what? Unsupported operation. It is called a type error. Type error, this is called. Leave it, type error. Now students, coming to the same point, in this case, I am writing it. Let it be D type, I am not passing. Let it be int only here, taking like this. 10 to what I am passing? 50. 50. What is this now? I am printing. What is the default data type? Default data type is what? A dot what? D type. What is the D type, students? Int 32. What happens? Rand int of what? A dot what? A dot random dot int. So default data type int object is has no attribute called what? D type. What is this? So try to np dot. You see this? Okay. Single value is coming. Now my intention is, come on, size is equal to. Yeah, correct. That is correct. Between this size, I did not specify single value only coming now. But ND array, D type is containing in ND array. Size is equal to, for example, 30 I am saying. Or at least some 20 I am saying. 20. That means how many values I want? 20 values will come. That is of which type? ND array. Single value coming means which type? Int type. Just now I addressed it. Now try to understand, students. There is no more hurry here because we are almost entering into the high end point. You have to understand perfectly. These are all called what? 20 random values are there, which is which type? That time I will write it. Default data type. Default data type is equal to comma A dot D type. See students, what is the type? Int 32. Dear students, after seeing that, I want to find the total memory space taken by this ND array object. Because of which memory? Int 32. I already said to you students, int 8, int 16, int 32, int 64. These are all called what? 8, 16, 12, 64 are called what? Bitwise operators time I said that these are all called what? Register capacity. Register capacity. In my bitwise operators, in my regular classes, I used to tell operators here. No faculty will address that. Now I said already in my classes, bitwise operator, left shift operator, right shift operator, I shown you already in the class. Register configurations, I said. See, bitwise left shift operator, no faculty will touch that. And people will feel that people are teaching Python. When they attend some different classes, you will come to know what is the meaning of real Python. This is comes under what register here? 16-bit register. This is called what here? Int 16. Int 8, 8-bit register also you can take. Suppose if you take 8-bit register, suppose 4 you take it, whose binary form is what? 0, 1, 0, 0. Are you following? You take the value called 16. 16-bit is what? Actually, this is nothing but what? 4-bit. Actually, you can represent this as what? 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. This is called 8-bit register. Suppose if I go for 16, definitely it is exceeding more than what? 4. So what is this now? 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. This is going to be called what? 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, this. These things I already explained in the classes for you. Now here, 8-bit register definitely will take less memory space than what? 16-bit. 16-bit is definitely less than what? 32. That part already you know. I was already explained in the bitwise stage. This time, it's very simple. Why I explained? To understand this internal parts and most perfectly. Here, I'm going to print the memory space of that. Print of total memory space of ND array. total memory space of ND array A is equal to A comma, come on. Already I said in the class, sys dot get size of what? A. And import what? Sys. Import sys. Are you following, students? So you try to run this and you are getting how much memory space? Because of which data type? Int 32. Online students, int 32. Same to same. Try to get it. Students, here I'm going to write it. Here I'm going to write it. D type is equal to int 8. Int 8. What is this int 8 is called? I don't want to go for int 32. A big register, I don't want to go for it. A big register, I don't want to go for it. Are you following? 32-bit register is not necessary for storing such a small values called what? 10 to 50. Numbers are very small. Don't go for default data type int 32. Take what? Int 8 is more than enough. Or go for 16, you go for at least. It is more than enough for me. Into 16, you go for it. It is more than enough. Or into 16 also more. It is 8 is more than enough. You try to see this. Are you following, students? Earlier one is what? Int 32. Now I am taking what? Int 8. Definitely my current application will take what memory space? 132. Earlier one is what? Definitely my application will become little faster or not. So what did this entire thing says? Go to the D type again. Go to the D type again. Did you understand the meaning of int? In place of int can be passed what? Int 8, int 16, int 32, int 64. What is the default one? Good. If I take int 32, it will give you standard memory space. But my values, I know that they are not taking 32-bit. They are taking what? 8-bit only. So better to specify int 8 or not. So my application will take less memory space or not. That's why we'll go for this int. Can I pass float here? No, we cannot pass it. Did you understand the complete picture of that? Yes. So tell me, the overall thing is a randint is used to generate random floats or random int of one-dimensional, two-dimensional, n-dimensional by passing int 8, int 16, int 32, int 64. If I pass as float, it will give you compulsory what? Type error. Now you may expect a question. Sir, I want this data to represented in float, sir. Same thing I want, sir. I like this thing, but I want to take it in which type, sir? Float type I want, sir. Float type I want, sir. Now I will take it. Should see, students. Already I got int 8. Earlier I have int 32. Space is 192. This is 8. And you already understood this. What is printed? Which type is printed, ma? Integer data or not? Now students, I am going to convert that ND array containing integer data. I want to convert into what? Float ND array object. B is equal to, first time I am saying, A dot as type, and convert as this type. What you will write inside? Float you will write it. As type is a function used to convert one ND array object type into what? Another ND array object type. All the elements of B are going to contain what? Float. A contains which type of elements? Integer, which I am converting into what type? Here, first time I am using here as a type function is used for converting one ND array object type, one ND array object type to what? Another ND array object, another ND array object, another any ND array object. That is nothing but int to float or float to int, something like that. Are you able to follow, students? You print that, you print something like this. Now I'm going to use it. Print of what? B comma, type of what? B, type of B. This is printed integer data, earlier one. Now this is type conversion is done. Now see, students, try to run this. See, students, what is this now? it is going to be integer, it is going to give you purely what? Float. Last and final, if we come to this point here, now I'm going to take up. I say here, I am saying here 5 comma 5, I am going to say 5 comma 5. What is this 5 comma 5, students? So I'm going to get it in the form of what? Integer part. I'm going to get it in the form of what? Float format. So even though they are not giving in the form of float version, am I converting into other type or not? What is the function name? Beautiful. Clear? So what is the randint syntax, please? Randint of low comma I is equal to none, size is equal to none, dtype is equal to int. Can I specify in place of int float? No, I have to specify in place of int as what? Int 8, like that, like that. Even if I see the documentation, if you go for that, they also mentioned it. You have to specify what only, int type only you must specify it. You cannot specify to what type, float types, and they are giving examples also for you. That's why you must have the complete book reading, documentation reading student. You must have the complete documentation reading student. You should not go for specifying. You see, UNIT, Unicode 8, UNI 8 or just int you can specify. Are you able to follow, students? Now, documentation reading is important, but a little difficulty for you is what? Our English should be little, understanding English is important. If we know already international English and if you try to apply, this is a problem. We must have some English knowledge that you have to take care of it. Are you able to follow? Now, that is what, my dear student, you must have the subject knowledge. Suppose 10 to 20. What is this conversion? That is nothing but what? 4 digit plus 4 digit will come. Is it not sufficient for 8 bits? 2 to the power of 8 is how much? 2 to the power of 8, online is nothing. 2 to the power of 8 is called what? 256. 2 to the power of 16, how much? 65,536. So if we know calculation, I can easily decide it. Correct or not? 2 to the power of 32, how much? This entire data, 2 into 2 into 2 into this one. If I know the subject of it, I will write immediately. 2 to the power of what? 2. It is called what? 4. 4 means what? 4 bits. 2 to the power of 4 is nothing but what? 16. 16 bits will be taken. 16 bits will be taken. Like this, it will be taken. Already explained in the bitwise operators. Explained or not? 2 to the power of 8. It is nothing but what? Like this will be coming. This is called a register capacity to decide it. Simple, na? Done. Already bitwise operators I shown you. Already you understood that. Okay. Same thing it is coming. Why I was explained here? Because I know in NumPy, pandas, this type of knowledge is required. That's why I used to explain it. Shall I move forward? Yes. Let us go to the further. What did you understand? Randint. Online students, comfortable? Are you comfortable with this? Now I am going to enter into the rand. Spell out. Rand. Now students, rand function is used for generating random integer values between 0 and 1. Between 0.0 and then what? 0.0 and 1.0. 1.0. This is called in our statistics and in probability. If you have an idea, it is known as what? Uniform distribution. Uniform distribution. Uniform distribution. There are two distributions are there. Okay. If I go to my entire knowledge of academics, uniform distribution, normal distribution, Gaussian distribution, gamma distribution, beta distribution. మనకు అవన్నీ తెలియదు. Uniform distribution. No problem. Don't worry. I will tell you that. But only thing is your presence is required. Spell out once. Right. Rand n is there. Rand n is here. That n stands for what? It is also used for generating the numbers between what? 0 to 1.1 only, but it is dealing with what? Normal distribution. Normal distribution. Normal distribution. Normal distribution. Normal distribution. Anybody having the idea about normal distribution and then uniform distribution? ఉన్నగానే లేదు సార్, మీరే చెప్పండి సార్ అంతా. కమాన్ ఫాస్ట్. ఎనీబడి ఈజ్ హావింగ్ యూనిఫామ్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్? కమాన్. ఏ అట్లా చూస్తున్నాం స్పెట్స్. సో డూ యు నో ఆర్ నాట్? సో డోంట్ థింక్ దట్ సార్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ సడన్ వై దిస్ మచ్ డిఫికల్ట్ సార్. Data science is not a joke. Even I will explain d by dx also here. Even I will explain limits also here. Limits 0 tends to infinity. Integration of a to the power of x by b to the power of y. This will also I will explain in machine learning. Integration with machine learning. Differentiation with machine learning. What is the basic thing? Python strong programming. Learning while loop, for loop, function. This is not Python. Python is different for machine learning. Try to learn everything. Okay, now come to the point. Don't worry. That's why teacher is required from 0 level to what? Professional stage. You need everything. Right? Start. What is this now? What is this now? Good. Now I'm going to say. Nitish, somebody is saying x minus mu by sigma. X minus mu by sigma. What is mu and sigma? It is a big question mark. Why to go to worry about mathematics? Even I will also write standard deviation is equal to sigma I is equal to 1 to n xi minus m to the power of whole square by n. I will write it. What is this? You don't know now? Cancel it. Bloody mathematics rules. Throw it out and apply to the application. Apply to the application. I'll tell you statistical operations using NumPy. Statistical operations using NumPy. Addition, you don't learn it. I have 2 books, 3 books. How many total books? 5 books. That is enough for the normal person. You need not to go to school for learning addition. You need to know application wise how to use it. Understand, students? I'll tell you that. Don't worry. Come to the point back. Uniform distribution means something like, look at, the students got average marks of out of 10 marks or out of something, some marks. Out of some 20 marks, they got 9, 10, 11, 10, 9, 11, 12, 8, 9, 11, 10, 11, 10, 9. If I draw the diagram of what? If I draw the diagram of what? Histogram, if I write it, histogram if I write it, I will tell you histogram with normal distribution, histogram with uniform distribution. I'll tell you data visualization. If I write it in a graph, it is going to print as what? This is an x-axis, this is an y-axis. It is going to be, see the value here. These are all called close to each other or not? This is called, the graph will come something like this. It will come. This is called what? Uniform distribution we can call. It is used in most of the data analysis. For example, you take a bowler who is throwing the balls. They will show some analysis on this. Close to the stem, 5 meters away, 6 meters away, and then some meters away. The opposite team members will analyze what will be the type of bowling he will do. Next time he is there in the match, he will train that players, batsmen. They will be training to them. This is a person is coming. He will throw the ball like this because they are already analyzed or not. That time they will go for what? They will analyze on and average what is the feet before he is going to keep the ball. This is all comes under what? Data modeling techniques. So that time what is going to be coming across? Uniform distribution. In this simple terms, if you are unable to imagine by yourself, you try to understand. When I observe the samples of data, what will be the uniformity in that? There is a very close relationship between the numbers. This is known as what? Come on. Uniform distribution. How the diagram is? If I draw, immediately I can draw the histogram also, bar chart also, pie chart also. NumPy with the matplotlib I will combine. NumPy with matplotlib I will combine. NumPy with pandas I will use it. So many things I will discuss with you. Come to the point of it. In this place, that graph will come something like this, something like this. This entire thing is very close to each other. That's why it is just named as what? Distribution of the value, some uniformity is there, some closeness is there in that. That's why it is named as what? Simply like, need not to know theorems, formulas, least bother about. Try to understand the application. Are you following me? Come to this normal distribution you come. Sir, what is the normal distribution? See, my dear students. See, my dear students. You take a BP operator machine, you take it. They will go on pressing like that, and it will go something high, and it will go on taking. That indicates if you don't have the awareness, and this is my mean. This is the mean. For example, it is the mean is called something like a 10. For example, mean is called 10. And my graph will go like what? Like this. And it will be coming like this. Started from here, 6. And this is what is the difference? What is the variance? 4. What is this value next? Come on, guys. 6 plus 4 and Madhubavulu. 10 plus 4. Started from where? Went up to where? 10. And coming to down or not? This is what is the next? What is the is here? What it is indicates? This is called a normal distribution. Spell out. So if you look at this kind of thing, this is going to be something like if you see that heart pulse reading. If you see that machine reading, the diagram it is going to come. That is something like the best example of what? Normal distribution. So the pulse rate is normal or abnormal. They will be decided based on what? Normal distribution concept and by applying to some data science models. Are you able to understand? So uniform distribution is something like close relationship the values. Normal distribution indicates that relationship between the multiple values by maintaining the variance between start value, mean value, and then other variance values will be maintaining. Are you following, students? This I will explain. What is standard deviation? What is variance? What is mean? What is the mode? And everything I will explain. I have already in my class, in the index of my class, statistical operations will be there or not? In my index already statistical operations there or not? I'll explain it. So let us coming to the random. What is the random just saying? Generating random integer values between 0.0 to 1.0. Let me go to the Python. Let us come on. I want help. Come on. Help. NP dot random NP dot. For example, if I say random, you will not get anything. You will not get anything. NumPy has no attribute called what? Do you mean? It is also telling. Come on, fast. NP dot random of. Beautiful. Beautiful. Syntax. Don't remember syntax. Understand the subject. Come on here. Come on here. Built-in function. What is this now? Random. Method of what? Etc. What is this random? D0, single value, next value, random values in a given shape. Come on, note. This is a convenience function for porting the code for matplotlib for graph analysis purpose. Everything you don't worry about it. Now come on to the point of it. Creates an array of given shape and populate with random samples from a uniform distribution. Uniform distribution, I said the same thing now. What is this now? Over 0. See the bracket. What is this? Inclusive. What is this bracket? Exclusive. Come on. D0, D1, Dn int is what? Optional. The dimensions is returned an array must be non-negative. If no argument is given, single Python float value returned. That float value is between what? 0 to 1. Ready to start? Come on now. More is also there. Come on, parameters, D0, etc. No argument. Now see here, come to dot end array. What are the values are coming? Random values are coming. Beautiful. Examples also. Nobody required. Simply close the door and then start the documentation open and start reading. Provided we must have little English knowledge. To understand this English knowledge, we must know already Python knowledge must be there. Understand, students? Let's go to this place. Now I'm going to introduce what? Rand. What is this now? I'm going to take up what? Take this syntax once, take this syntax once, and start taking here. Now, students, now start. NP dot A is equal to NP dot random of rand of. Sir, how can I remember very easily, sir? Suppose when I go for rand and rand in, they will ask you, what is the difference between rand and rand n? N stands for what? Rand stands for what? Simple like. And you don't remember rand uniform or rand normal or don't worry. N is already there or not? Like that you can remember. Okay, students, go to the place. Now here I am going to say, if I say this now, print of what? A. I did not specify any parameter. Any random value will come between what? 0.0 to 1.0. 0.0 inclusive, 1.0 is exclusive. See, my dear student, 0.9999. One more time you go for it. One more time you go for it. Say here type of A. Type of A. What is the value coming? Float. Come on, guys. Once again, I am going to write it. One more float value will be coming. It is between 0.0 to 1.0 or not? Dear students, next I am going to introduce. Come on here. I am writing here. What is this now? Something like 5 I am writing. 5 I am writing. What is the 5? Come on. 5 random uniform distributed values between 0.0 to 1.0. See, students, all of you, 5 indicates what? D0, D1, D2, D3, Dn. What is this D0, D1, D2, etc. are called like a shape. This is called 1D array. Students, what is this now? 1D array. See this. Are you following, ma? These are all values lies within what? 0.02. 1.0. 1 will come? Never. Next. I will go for, if you are very much interested, to call that as what you know, this dimensions and etc. if you want to get it. This dimensions and etc. if you want to get it, you can happily write it now. In this case, you can write it. In this case, you can write it. Okay, here I will write as a separate cell. So I'll go to this place. Now I'm writing here something like this. See, students, now I'm going to write it. You see this now. What is this now? How many elements are coming? 5 elements. These 5 elements are completely different from these elements. Dimension is 1. Size is this. Size is that. What is that now? Float 64. Easy now. By default, what is the float? Internal float value? Float 64 into 32. You can specify your own int value over there. Now I'm going to say next one more. I want a matrix format of normal uniform distribution. Uniform distribution values I want to go for it. What is this now? Come on, faster. I will write something like what you know, something like 10 I will write it, or something like 5 comma 5, or something like 3 comma 3 I will write it. 3 comma 3. Come on, fast. 3 comma 3. What is the answer? 3 rows, 3 columns. 3 rows, 3 columns. Are you following me? Simple. Simple. Got it or not? So here I got it. Here I got it. These are all called values. For this, I can draw now itself one diagram also I can draw. One graph also I can draw. What is this now? 0 to, what is this? 1.0. 0 to what? 1.0. What is this now? X-axis. This is Y-axis. You try to put it in the graph. These are all called what? Uniformity will be there. Nearby values are there. That is, if I put it into the histogram, this will be showing something like this type of diagram only. Very shortly, when I come to the matplotlib. That time I will explain uniform distribution with matplotlib. Uniform distribution with matplotlib. Normal distribution with matplotlib. These are very important. As on today, every real-time application will come with a data visualization. Data visualization require what? Matplotlib. Calculations part, what is required? NumPy. After calculating so much of calculation, your insights you are studying, to show the insights in graphical format, I need to go for what? Some graphs mechanism is required. Pie chart, line graph, bar graph, stacked bar graph, histograms, bar graphs, horizontal bar graph, vertical bar graph, I need or not? Are you following, students? So, like that, I want to go for it. So, I hope you are understanding, students. Next, last and final, I am going for one more thing, online students. Now, I am going to say 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3. What is this indicates? This is called a 2D. This is called a 2D. This is called what? 1D. What this is called? Good. 3D. That is called ND. Okay. See, students. See, students. Two matrices of what? All of them are very close to each other. Between what? 0 to 1. Uniform or normal? Uniform. Are you following, students? Fine, fine. Clear? What is the rand function? What is the syntax of rand function? Quickly. D0, D1, D2, Dn. What is this D0, D1, Dn are called? Shape, shape, shape. Shape is no shape, single value. Shape, 1D. Shape of rows and columns, 2D. Shape of number of matrices, number of rows, number of columns, 3D. Number of classes, number of row matrices, number of rows, number of columns. Yes, like that. Where 3D, 4D, etc. Actually 3D only available in industry now. It is used in where? Multimedia, your image processing, in all those spaces we use. Cubic representation is nothing but 3D only, no? Only 2D is nothing but what? One dimension, like a normal picture only. Your normal pic is only 2D. Your 3-dimensional picture, I will take it. That is called what? 3-dimensional. 4-dimension concept is not yet there in the industry level for image processing. 3D always used for image processing purpose, we use it. Understand, students? Right. Online students. Now I will move to the next point. What is that? Uniform. Spell out. Uniform is also used for. What is the fixed value, ma? 0.0 to 1.0. What is that is called? Uniform distribution. What are the values are coming now? 0.23, 0.24, 0.35, so on, 0.56, 0.57, like that. These are very close to it or not? Uniform says that generating random integer values between programmer specified one. I want the uniform distributed values between what? 10 to 20, 10 to 20, 100, 200. What is this distribution values? 0 to 0.0 to 1.0. But I don't want the 0.0 to 1.0. I want what? Uniform distribution values between what? 10 to 20, 100 to 200. Simple, students. Suppose I conducted a test for what? Marks of what? 200 marks I conducted a test. What you people got it? You are getting the marks between what? I want to take a cutoff marks from where? 100 to 200. 100 to 200. That are called what? Some uniformity in intelligence I want to take it. 100 to 200 only I want to take it. And below 1 I don't want to take it. What I will write my distribution? 100 to 200. Rest of them are what? Removed. Cutoff is going to be out or not? So there it is going to be 100 to 200. That is nothing but my distribution of the students I want to take it. Come on now. Uniform between what? User choice. User choice start. User choice start. That is called low. And what? Stop. Stop. It indicates. That is also called what? uniform distribution only, uniform distribution only. But only thing is, I'm going to take programmer specified one. Rand will take the random values between 0 and 1.0. Uniform is going to be the flexible one of what? Rand. It is going to take what? Uniform of. I'll write it. NP dot random of uniform of what? 10 comma 20. What is this 10 comma 20? Start to end. The random uniform values will come between what? 10 to 20. Earlier default ones are what? Are you getting the difference? ఇక్కడ చూడండి. Rand n will give you what? Between what? This is also going to be what? Rand and rand difference is what? Rand also will give random values between 0.0 to 1.0 with what? Rand n also similar to 0.0 only. But what distribution? Good. Now here, normal says what? Similar like a uniform. Normal is going to generate the random integer values, user choice and user stop. With what distribution? That's all. So for uniform distribution is how many functions? 2. For random normal distribution, how many? 2. What are those? Random and normal. Are you okay? Fine, go to that now. Help. Come on, help. I forget help. Come on. Quickly. Help of. Come on. NP dot random of. Come on. Madhubavalo. Huh? I said so far rand into your saying. I am talking about this much of time. Uniform. That's why students are very danger, including me also. Something I am saying, you will say something. Are you understanding? Right. So don't say like this. Still not changed the style of answering. Come on, read out. Uniform. Study the syntax. Low, high, size is none. What is the default low? What is the high? To the uniform function, if I don't specify low and high, what is the values are taken? 0.0, 1.0. It is almost equal to what? Rand. But I can specify what? Low value and then high value. And also I can specify what? Size. Size is 2, 1D. 2 random uniform values will come. Size is 2, 3. 6 uniform values will come. Size of 2, 2, 3. Size uniform distribution values of 3D will come. Simple. Low included, high excluded. Includes low but excludes high. In other words, any value within the given interval is equally likely to be drawn by what? Uniform distribution. Low is optional to specify. Float are optional to specify. You come to the further, it is going to be something like this. You say more and more here, you are going to get it. Int is there. ND is what? What is going to come? ND array. Either ND array will come or what? Scalar means what? English. What is a scalar? One value. Scalar, you know? Scalar vectors in intermediate is there. What is a scalar? Fundamental value. Go to the place. Carry the syntax. That's why daily read one English newspaper. English newspaper kada asalu manam chaduvute kada. Come to the point. Uniform. Simple. So, but you are English medium from LKG onwards. Adi pedda joke first. LKG onwards you are English medium, correct or not? No. Hindi medium, okay. I am also Telugu medium up to intermediate. Up to intermediate I am Telugu medium. In engineering only I am English. First year I felt how much danger this English is. Later I decided one day I want to see what is this English is. So I went to one teacher. That time the teacher is having 78 years old. When we go to 1 week, one day he will teach now. 4 days he will say, go, he will say. When we go to the class, and only we take a private coaching from him. He's an expert. When he teach one day now, it is more than enough for 30 days. Monday he will teach. Tuesday we expect he will teach. Tuesday you will say, I'm not feeling well, go. We'll come back. What time he will call? Early morning, 5 o'clock he will call. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Some days, Monday also no class. Still we'll go. One day you'll say, okay, sit. You will not give any chair or something. You need to sit on the ground. But we have to sit. Why? We want to see what is English. So he taught a grammar for us. How to speak English. He taught grammar first. How to use grammar when you are speaking. He said, ultimate. Actually, we don't know. In my project time, sir called for project for semester in the final. Before that, for project demonstration, he called. For internal marks, 50 marks is there. He called once for internal purpose. I prepared very well. 3 hours, 4 hours we prepared. I said that tomorrow I will do something in the class. Chinchu padesanu anukunna nenu. Telugu I said, I don't know in English how to do. But I went to the dash and people are waiting, friends are waiting. You will do something today. I went there. I am unable to tell my name also properly because everybody is looking so seriously. What you will do? Like this. Opening the eyes 360. By looking at them, I got fear. Fear I got it. I was unable to say my name also. I forget my project name, you know. I forget my project name also. I did my project with C language. I totally forget. I just stand up simply. Everybody is laughing, you know. That day I felt very much insult. That day it made me to decide learning English is compulsory. Correct or not? In academics, okay, this side or that side. But once you come to career, you have to speak good English where others can understand. Correct or not, students? That's why with friends to friends, you speak in English only. Talking pakka local language, doing some tamasha with the friends, not correct. Understand, students? Okay, come to the point. Understood this? Come on to the point. Uniform, low, high, size. Size. Now after that, now uniform U is missing. Let us start UNI. 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 Start with A is equal to NP dot random of uniform of, come on, I did not specify anything. What is the value coming? 0.02 what? What is the value coming? ND array na scalar? Scalar. Scalar means single value or more than one value? Beautiful. What type it is? Float, scalar or ND array? This single value. Go to next. Go to next. Another value you say. Another value you say. Again same thing. Go to next. Come on, be the syntax. Which distribution this is? Uniform distribution. Uniform distribution. Come on. What is the syntax? Low. I said what? 10. What is the meaning of 10? Next is what? High. I need to specify high. Don't ask me, sir, only low I am specifying. High. No, you have to specify both of them. Only low 10, high is 1.0. It is not at all necessary to specify. I say what? 10 to 20. Print that single value will come. Single value will come. Are you following me? Right. Next, I'm going to take up one more type of value here. Also, scalar is coming. Next, I will go to the next. What is the next? Size. Come on. Come on. What is this? Size is equal to what? Size is equal to some 10. Some size is equal to 10. I want to print. What is the type of A now? ND array. ND array. Why? ND array. Group of values. ND array. See, students, is it 10 elements are coming or not? Between what? 10 to 20. 10 is inclusive. What about 20? Exclusive. You can also specify, my dear students, you can also specify here 1.5 to 1.5 to 2.9. 1.5 to 2.5. Is it not called programmer defined uniform distribution values? Yes. What is the size? It is 1D or 2D? 1D. Similarly, I want to go for what? 2D. 2D. Beautiful. 2D, I want to go for it. So today's strength is 100 people less. For time is also 1040. 543. Maybe 600 above is there. With the uniform distribution, and they got a headache and they might went off. 543, anyhow it is there. Now 10 o'clock, 40 minutes. I thought that it is 10 o'clock. Okay. Come to the point of it. Here I am going to write it. Dimension and everything. Dimension and everything. Come to this place, come to this place. Here I'm going to say, see students, what is the dimension? One dimension. 10 elements, size. What is the data type? Float. That means low and high, you can specify both int values as well as what? Float values. Which distribution? 1 point, 1 point, 2 point, 2 point, 1 point, 1 point. Is it not close to that 1.2 and between 1.2 and 2.2 or not? Yes, this is called uniform or normal? Uniform. When I'm going to normal, what is there? Mean, left side, right side, some variation is there. Starting from mean is there, ending with. Between that, some difference is there. That is called what? Standard deviation. Variance also will be involving. I will explain what is variance and what is standard deviation with the formulas connected to mathematics. Now, coming to the further, and no person can explain this. NumPy within 1 hour it is over. Already you have seen our online student said 1 hour 35 minutes NumPy is over. Heart pain also came. Now, coming to the point back, only in this class only we go for like that. Now I am going to say what? 3 by 3. 3 by 3. What is the 3 by 3? 3 rows and 3 columns. This is the 2 dimension and then 9. I want to go for next. What is the next? 3D. I will go for 3 comma 3. 3 comma 3. Start with 3 comma 3. 3 matrices, each one 3 rows and 3 columns. All of them are close to 2.2, 1.1.2, etc. This is called which distribution? How many types of distributions? 2. Number 1, uniform distribution. Good, good. So, what are the uniform distribution values? How do you get it in Python? By using what? Rand of uniform of. What is the difference between rand of uniform? Rand of will give you the values between 0.0 to 1.0. 0.0 inclusive, 1.0 exclusive. That will be called what? Uniform distribution. Fixed values, you cannot give your distribution changes. But when you come to uniform, you can have your own distribution of values. A low and high you can specify. You can go for size representation also. This is comes under concept of what? Uniform. This is 3D. So last and final, I'll say 2 comma 2 comma 3 comma 3 comma 3. 2 clusters, each one is containing this many. Total how many elements? 54 distributions are there. All of them are closely related to that. This is known as what? Uniform distribution of different things. Did you understand the help mechanism? How to see? See, simple. Once you know this syntax, now these are all description of the syntax. Description of the syntax. If you know Python programming well, data science is dead easy, provided the person should explain perfectly. With the parameters they explain, now you will understand the subject. Only theory they explain, you cannot get it. Understand, students? Right. So come out of that. Here examples also available. This is examples also given there. All these things are given. So if you want one graph also they are giving. One graph also they are giving. I'll show you the graph. I'll show the graph. I'll show the graph. For this only, I'll show the graph. You see. One graph also they are giving. Of course, I will explain those things, students. One graph also they are showing. You don't worry about that graph. plt.show. Now I'm going to take up here. What is that S value here? S value in place of that. I will take this now. I will take it as A. I'll take it as A. What is this matplotlib model? What is the pyplot sub module? What is this plt alias name? You already know in my py. Actually, you don't know this, but you are understanding. What is this now? A. A. I'm just trying to show. One graph will be opened. So something error came. So X must have 2 or fewer dimensions. X must have 2 or fewer dimensions. So don't worry. I'll take it as like this. You try to see, students, what is this is called? Graph. So if I increase the, you see the uniformity. Here there is a uniformity is there or not? He got 300 by 300. He's an excellent student. 300 by 300. And this is called almost what? 220, 230, something like that. So uniform on and average, I will take it. And there is one line also is there. Here also one line. This part represents what? Uniformity. When I go to the other thing, you will be getting other graph also I'm going to show you. And see the function name, what is available here. Uniform function is available. Rand function also you can use it. Rand function also you can use it. Rand. When I use rand function, 0.02, that kind of thing will come. Just I will carry. Please watch this now once. I'll go for this. Here I'm going to say same thing. Here I will take it next. You don't worry, students, what I'm writing it. Rand off. I'm writing rand off. You see that I'm writing simply called what? So I'm writing simply 3 comma 3. 3 comma 3. Are you following this? Rand. You go to this place. Rand came. Yeah. Okay. Print off what now? Yeah. You try to see that. Now I'm going to take up this. This you try to get it. Here I'm going to say. Here you try to use what? A. That means this A. See this. What is happening here? There also some uniformity will be there. This is called the graph of that. All these colors, you don't worry. I'll explain what is the blue color represent, what is the yellow color represent, what is the green color represent. I'll explain the legend concept. Legend is not, legend means bigger. Legend means blue color represent what? You know now? Suppose this is called what? Pie chart. This is called green color. Green color says what? Yellow color says what? Blue color says what? I'll be giving this description. That's called legend concept in data visualization. Are you following? So this graph, you don't worry, ma. What I written, least bother about it. I'm just posting it. You don't bother, worry about it. Up to here, you try to understand. So Python is normal or extraordinary? Like that, you have to learn it. Like that, you have to explain. So who is this? Sandeep. Sir, Python is very lengthy subject. How other institutes are completing those subjects just in 45 days or 60 days? What they are teaching, sir? Yes, that is my argument. 40 days Python over. Student is also over. So that's why change the people's mindset. Correct or not? Yes. So anyhow, students, I'm stopping my class. Tomorrow class, that is Monday class, I'll go for still I'm unable to complete. What is that? Random, normal, shuffle. I will talk about it in the further. Okay now? What is the class next? Monday. Monday, sharp 11, Monday, 9. Monday, 9 a.m. 9:15 or 9:10, I'll start the class. Okay, students, thank you. So, who is this? Emmanuel, today, no words. I read English newspaper. I inspired by you, sir. Today onwards. Okay. Read English newspaper, but understand the words in the English newspaper. Keep the dictionary also. Okay, students, take care. All the best. Students in the online. Sai Kumar. Sai Kumar. Sai Kumar. Okay. My dear student, Sai Kumar.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sai Kumar. Yeah, why ma this many times I'm calling? Tell me.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is unmuted.
Okay, ma. Tell me. Put your doubt quickly.
No, sir. అంటే అది అనుకోకుండా రైజ్
Okay,
హ్యాండ్
ma. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Prasad G. Prasad. Prasad G. Next, Priyadarshini.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Tell me, ma.
Yes, sir. Actually, I installed an account and while opening Jupyter Notebook, it is not showing to write code in browser, but it is showing the code in VS Code directly.
Not the case in our case, no, ma. It is opening clearly, na. Jupyter Notebook clearly opening.
Sir, actually, while I am copy pasting
First,
that
what
link
you do is you uninstall once and then try to install once. Try to uninstall once.
Okay, sir.
Then you Monday let me know whether you are getting or not. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. Next, Sayada.
Good morning, sir.
Tell me, ma.
Yes, sir. Like today we have discussed about low value and high value, right, sir? Whereas
In which function, ma? Uniform, correct?
no, I'm talking about like a randint, sir. The first.
Oh, okay. First one, randint. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
when we are giving low and high, we are getting the values between those two, low and high.
No, random elements.
Yes. So when we give only low,
Oh.
the output is, suppose if we give low value as 10, so we are getting the values lower than 10. Is it something like that, sir?
Actually, that is unrecommended thing, ma. Unrecommended thing. Because when you are specifying low value, compulsory you have to specify high value. Then only you can have the prediction of the model.
Okay.
So when you are not specifying anything, default values will come. When you specify that low and high, the name itself says that the value of low must be lower than what? Higher value.
Okay, so whenever we are using this functions, we need to use both low and high, both the values, right, sir?
Yes, ma. Yes, yes.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Right. Next, Durga Pawan Kalyan.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
Sir, regarding materials వాటి గురించి అడ్మిన్ కాంటాక్ట్ అవ్వాలా సార్?
ఏమా?
మెటీరియల్ గురించి నోట్స్ గురించి అడ్మిన్ కాంటాక్ట్ అవ్వాలా సార్?
నేను రోజు పంపిస్తున్నా కదా, నేను అది లేవా, నువ్వు లింక్ లో లేవా? నోట్స్ లింక్ లో లేవా?
నోట్స్ లింక్ అంటే
గూగుల్ డ్రైవ్, గూగుల్ లింక్.
నోట్స్ లింక్ ఉంది సార్.
దాంట్లోనే వచ్చేస్తుంటాయి కదా నోట్స్ మరి.
ఓకే 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 సార్, సార్ చెప్పేటప్పుడు ఓకే సార్. ఓకే
ఓకే మా.
థ్యాంక్స్.
దీప్తి సింగ్.
Sir, do you teach, sir, ML and deep learning also separately in some other batch?
Whenever it starts, I will intimate to you. I hope if you learn this NumPy, Pandas, etc. perfectly coding, na, that
Okay.
time if they explain the algorithm perfectly, your data science is so perfect. So I'm teaching here programming. When you apply to the algorithms, na, it will be so nicely you can get it.
Okay, sir.
Right. Another student, Saurav. My dear student, Saurav.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Saurav.
Yes, sir. Sir, I wanted to know like how cluster is. What is the basically purpose of cluster? Sir?
Purpose of?
Cluster, sir. Cluster.
I did not get you, ma. Once, can you please?
Sure, sure, sir. Just a second.
Yes, sir. What is the purpose of cluster, sir?
Cluster is something like, you see, for example, a cluster is something like a group where we are going to keep some certain values. Suppose, for example, in our pandemic situation, the government has made the cluster where there are some infections occurred. Did you understand the word called a cluster?
Yes, sir.
Like that, in one group, there are some number of matrices are there. Like this. This is called one cluster. Inside of that, there are some matrices. These
And
are the
inside.
places. This is called one cluster. One more cluster is there. There are again like this. There are again like that. How many clusters are there? Two clusters are there. Three matrices are there each cluster, which contains two rows and two columns.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Did you
Get it.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Get it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, Saurav. Lakshmana Kumar.
Good morning, sir. Hello.
Lakshmana Kumar, tell me.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Lakshman.
ఈ మనకి ఇక్కడ యూనిఫామ్ లోను హై చెప్పారు కదా సార్, అది ఒక్కసారి చెప్తారా సార్? అది అంటే మనం ఇచ్చుకునే వాల్యూ లో అయినా సరే హై అని ఇచ్చుకోవాలా సార్, లేదంటే లో ఇచ్చుకుంటే హై వస్తుందా సార్? ఇది
First, we have to give low value. When we specify low value from our side, you have to specify higher than the low value in the high end part.
I am not understand, sir. 1 second, sir.
Uniform of
Okay,
10, 20.
okay,
This
sir.
is a low. And
Low.
higher value should be more than this 10.
10. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
1.2, 2.5. What is this now? Low. And
Low.
this is called high.
High.
Only low value not recommended to specify.
Okay.
Understood?
Understood, sir.
Okay.
One more thing, sir. ఇక్కడ ఏ ఈక్వల్ టు ఎన్పి డాట్ ర్యాండమ్ అని ఇచ్చుకుంటున్నాం కదా సార్, అక్కడ మన ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఏ ఇచ్చుకోవాలా సార్, లేకపోతే
anything you can give, Lakshmana Kumar, LK,
Okay.
you can give LK, KVR, anything. Just I'm giving A and generally
yes, sir.
in every day. You can
నేను
give any variable.
నేను ట్రై చేశాను, ఓకే అయింది సార్, అందుకు సార్ డౌట్ వచ్చింది.
Anything you can give, anything you can give.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ సార్.
Right. Viresh. So my dear student Viresh, the notes is sending daily, ma. See, definition is definition is nothing but don't expect like our beginning days of Python. It is high end stage we came now. So purpose or definition, NumPy is a module or library or package which is used for array based computing and complex mathematical operations. Viresh, I hope. So I hope you are getting me. Admin, the admin who is there, students are asking admin details. Students are asking admin details. Is the admins are available in the class? Baba, and Milcho, sir. Hello. Arvind and Milcho. So admins are there in the online? Is admins are there in the online? Is admins are there in the online? Online students are asking your details. They're asking for fees details. Admins are there in the online. I'm asking, admins are there in the online? Student, oh, sir, not responding. They are saying not responding. Asking, not responding. Okay, students, in the Monday class, we'll tell them. So try to communicate with them. So Monday class, you can communicate with them, students. Thank you. All the best.